He
got
has
some
4 sacks.
And they're probably not counting the sacks and that tackles for loss.
Dean fires near side. Caught there by Smith and double teamed on the tackle. Number 36 there, Ethan Wright and Nick McClellan. 3rd and 8 for Vianney at the CBC 49.
You're going to look, CBC is going to be looking to get some pressure on Dean here on this play. I would expect the possibility to see some sort of screen pass or draw from Vianney here. And I wouldn't be stunned if they get some good yardage and close this in within 3 or 4 yards if they would go for it on 4th down.
Quarterback for Vianney, Sam Dean, 62% of his passes completed this year, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He is in the gun to his right, Hogan. Shotgun snap high. He is hit from behind, and it's Jameer Sims. Also, Cortland Collins. And they celebrate after the sack. It'll be 4th and 14.
They had nobody on Sims off the backside. There was nobody there. I think the ball was probably supposed to come out sooner. CBC did a good job on the back end, not giving Dean his first read, and in doing so is going to force a punt.
Robert Thomas into punt. He averages 41 yards a punt this year, or yards per punt this year on average.
And Corday Gage back to receive this punt. And CBC does not have anybody covering the up man over on the other side, who I'm surprised we might possibly get a fake there. It's something to look for.
Fair catch at the 22. And CBC will take over there. 1st down and 10.
CBC needs to keep an eye on that. They snuck a guy on late and illegally, by the way. He's got to go inside the numbers to properly report. He just snuck on the sideline there and went down to cover. And we'll see whether or not the coaches for CBC catch on to that when they punt later on.
McClellan into the game for CBC to run the offense. He's got Vic Williams in the backfield. Last week, McClellan 21 for 28, 75% completion percentage, 345, 3 touchdowns, and he also rushed for 66 yards and a couple of scores. Low snap. He catches it, fires near side. Caught by Gage, crossed the 20, and he's run out of bounds there. Not much. But that play was kind of looked a little weird after the odd snap.
You had a bad snap, and then Nick picked it up. He kind of like rushed it out to the outside to Corday, and Corday got a couple of yards on it, but nothing significant.
So 2nd and 10. McClellan now fires, caught there, low throw, and breaking free across the 40 and dragged down at the 45 is Jaden Reed. You know, we talked about during the 3rd game this year, Coach, about how Jaden Reed was just looking to break out and have some get involved in the big play element of this offense.
Well, that's happened.
Since then, 3 100-yard receiving days. There's a catch by Reed. He goes out of bounds. 4 touchdowns, and he's up to 521 yards for the year, coming in 19.3 per catch.
He's been very dynamic, and I think part of that was early on, people were keen on him because they didn't know what else CBC had. Well, Corday Gage and Darian Jones have made that situation where you can't just key on Jaden Reed.
Hand off Vic Williams. No, McClellan keeps it. Now he throws it over the head of number 2, Darian Jones. And that ball was incomplete. Jones had
he was off to the races.
Right.
If he gets it over to Darian Jones, Darian's probably gone. And Nick probably should have just kept that, gotten the 1st down, got them back on schedule.
3rd and 2.
Always trying to make something happen, though. Big play is one of the mantras here for CBC is what they try to do.
Here's Vic Williams. He bounces it outside. He'll have the 1st down. Inside the 40, inside the 35, 30, and he's dragged down finally at the 16, but a big-time gain, 31 yards.
And how many times have we seen something like that from Vic Williams this year? I mean, he has been a human highlight reel.
He is averaging over 15 yards a carry this year, folks. 55 carries, over 800 yards. That time the play is blown up. Good play by number 85, Jackson Griffey. The senior corner came in around the block and hit Williams just as he caught it.
And that'll set something up later, folks. They'll run that out there. They'll be all worried about Vic Williams or Courtney Rivers. He'll fly out there, and they'll go up over the top. Corday just didn't get a piece of that guy well enough in order to get Vic turned around and ready to go.
Looks like Vianney may have jumped, so it'll be 2nd and 11 after the penalty. Let's make sure that is the call. Yep, that side judge over there.
The far side judge, called encroachment, but then pointed at CBC, and I'm like, no, that doesn't work that way.
The referee tonight is Frank Fitzgerald, the umpire Mike Johnson, linesman David Fuchs, line judge Doug Rada, and the back judge is Drew Baker. 2nd and 10 after the penalty at the 22. Here's Vic Williams near side. Follows his blocker to the sideline. Finally wrapped up. Took a couple of guys to bring him down. Number 20, Jacob Smith, and number 50, Luke Termel. Termel is their leading tackler at linebacker for Vianney. He's recorded double-digit tackles in every game this season.
3rd and 5 here. Let's see what CBC decides to dial up. Looks like we got a little two-back look.
Courtney Rivers is checked in. Rivers had a huge night against Vianney last year. Had a 60-plus yard touchdown run and then a 52-yard catch. Oh, what a bullet! Ranging to his left. He fires it low to where only Corday Gage can catch it. Touchdown, Cadets!
Great sliding catch by Corday Gage. Looked like there was not a whole lot going on there, that maybe Nick was going to have to run it to try to get the first down, and he fires it back over the middle. I think Darian Jones might have been open in the end zone there too. Corday's going to try to get 7 points all himself out of this one.
That's right. He lines up to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Jaden Reed. Snap back, ball is down. Kick is up. It is good. CBC leads 7-0. 4:59 to go first quarter. Cadets with a great drive, and here's the replay on the touchdown again. Look at that throw. I mean, there is no one else who can make that catch except Corday Gage. Just a beautiful throw.
It was a great throw, and Corday went down and got it. I mean, so many guys might have given up on that ball because it was so low, and he stayed with it.
We are now being joined by Tom Zupansky, Creative Services Director at KMOV. Tom, welcome to the broadcast.
Glad
Good to have you.
Thank you.
So we're, a little over a month into this partnership.
That's right.
Relationship with CBC Football and Matrix Midwest.
Right. So
we're getting a lot of positive feedback. How about you guys?
A lot. We spent a lot of time in the tailgate today.
Yeah.
We brought some mugs, cups we gave away, and surprising how many people heard of it, knew about it, have been watching it, so it's been extremely positive. Partnering with CBC, the premier football program in St. Louis, in the state of Missouri, has been a big boon. People love it. It's an opportunity for people to watch Matrix Midwest and CBC over the air to see the games. CSN, you guys do such a great job. It already existed. The stream was there. So, us picking it up, putting it on the air gives people an opportunity. And then next week, when you're on the road at SLU, anybody that can't make it, they can watch the game on Matrix Midwest. So the same broadcast they know from here, but
kickoff return to the 30-yard line. Tom Zupansky joining us, Creative Services Director at KMOV, and talk a little bit about the birth of Matrix Midwest. I can tell you, as a longtime St. Louis sports fan,
right,
knowing now that we now have an over-the-air local channel that can bring major sports, pro sports, college sports, high school sports.
It's true.
Back to over-the-air TV. You don't know how thrilled I was with that announcement.
It's crazy how things are going. That it used to be, I'm dating myself, but television used to be cable ready. Now they're putting tuners back in so people can get over-the-air broadcast.
Right.
And we've had Blues game partners with the Blues, the Cardinals, Missouri Valley Conference. What'd you call the play?
Up the middle, and he stuffed Hogan. Not much there. CBC defense, a loss of 1.
We'll have Ohio Valley Conference basketball games on this year. So, with all the local success, SIUE went to the big dance last year. So we'll be bringing Ohio Valley basketball to Matrix Midwest over the air. It's just a station we built. It's only a year old, and already it's just been growing leaps and bounds. We're kind of driving the car as we build it, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's been really successful for us so far.
This is the first time I'm hearing the Ohio Valley Conference. I'm the play-by-play broadcaster for SIUE women's basketball.
Oh, outstanding.
Yeah. So you'll see me again. Maybe. It is 2nd and 10 at the 30. Fire near side by Dean. Caught, cut up field, close to the 25. CBC trying to rip the ball out, but a pickup of 4 by number 8, Anthony Cullen. It'll be 3rd and 6. So what else is on the horizon here for Matrix Midwest? You know, I run into Jacob all the time, and I run into Tamar. I see the Matrix Midwest crew everywhere, it seems.
So,
talk a little bit about what's on the horizon.
The biggest thing for us is tomorrow is Mizzou Live.
Yeah.
So we're doing an hour of Mizzou Live. They are down on the field at Fro Field, and Justin Gage joining them in the broadcast, and just bringing all things pregame Mizzou football. So it's a huge game tomorrow.
3rd and 5, blitz coming from Sims. Dean rolls out, he's in trouble. He stiff arms one man, rolls to the sideline. Now he comes back the other way, fires across the field. He's got a receiver open, tipped by McClellan, or that could have been a big play. It'll be 4th and 5.
We just added also Randy Carricker, Voice of the Blues. Mm-hmm. He's got his own hockey show every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. He's talking hockey with him and Amy Mark Scores, his co-host. And, Randy's a guy who's so plugged in. Chris Kerber. Chris Kerber's so plugged into the Blues that they talk Blues hockey for an hour. And Randy Carricker has a show every single day, an hour long, talking all St. Louis sports on Matrix Midwest.
He does. I've tuned in. I'm sure I'll tune into the Amy Mark Scores and Chris Kerber show on the Blues. But, yeah, it is, again, as I've said before, big hit on the punt return. I hope Reed's okay. He'll bounce up. Not much on that return. As a kid who grew up watching local TV, just, again, from my perspective, and I know a lot of people's perspective, I bought an antenna, one of those HD antennas for my TV, just to make it easier for me to get Matrix Midwest.
Yeah, and that's all you do. Just plug it in, and you have it. Or we're on Spectrum Channel 6.
Yep.
And, there's streaming services that we're talking to that I can't mention their name right now that we are trying so hard to be a part of to really reach an even bigger audience by being on some of those premier streaming services everybody watches.
McClellan about to take the snap here for CBC. He does, hands it off to Rivers. Left side, cuts it upfield, 35, 40, 45, and a penalty flag comes in behind the play. Usually means a hold. We'll see what referee Frank Fitzgerald will call here. Probably a hold on the Cadets behind the play. Tom Zupansky, Creative Services Director at KMOV, joining us. Tom, thank you so much for stopping by.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. We're just thrilled to be part of CBC football this season.
Well, I'm sure we'll see each other down the road.
Absolutely.
Great.
All right.
That's Tom. That's Tom Zupansky, Creative Services Director at KMOV and Matrix Midwest, and we really appreciate the partnership between CBC football and Matrix Midwest. What a great partnership it's been so far. So many great, a lot of great response, a lot of great feedback. I don't know about you, Coach Maris, but I get a lot of people who say, I can watch CBC on TV. Now, you could have before. You just have to go to YouTube.
You got to get it on YouTube. You got to have a TV with a streaming thing.
That's right. Fired far side, caught by Reed. He spins to the sideline, cuts it upfield for extra yardage.
So he got all the penalty yardage back, and he's probably going to get some more unless that's on CBC. Because a flag came out late. So he may end up with a first down out of all this. I didn't see what happened over there.
They left us some Matrix Midwest gear.
I know, and they were handing out these cups before the game. They've got proudly broadcasting CBC football on one side and Matrix Midwest on the other. They're kind of like metal, reusable solo cups.
Yeah, I think you can wash those.
I've got a stack of them here. I'm taking them home.
Oh, same. And don't let me take both shirts. We got a couple of shirts here.
I bet you one of those won't fit me.
We got everything. Well, they gave us a couple of XLs.
All right.
I mean, he took a look at us and he said, all right, I got to get these guys some XLs.
So
another that's a penalty on Vianney, which will give CBC an automatic first down.
It's a 15-yard personal foul out of bounds, late hit.
So ball at midfield. McClellan, shotgun snap, hands it off. No, keeps it himself. And he takes it up the middle on the RPO. And, that's a big gain and a tackle at the 25 by number 2, Khalid Thomas, who saved a touchdown.
It's about a 27-yard gain there for Nick McClellan, who runs that zone.
Yeah, more of the zone
option,
read than
zone read so well. Many times we're confused about who has the ball.
That's how good it is. That's how good the fake is. So Rivers and Williams in the backfield. Fake to Williams. He fires. Rainbow's near side looking for Gage. Touchdown! Corday Gage. Hand fighting the entire way. Makes the catch in the corner of the end zone.
Well, over-the-shoulder catch with a defender draped on his back. And you got to wonder whether no flag comes out on that one in large part because he caught the ball. It's like, all right, let's just keep this the way it is. They're just going to want this play.
So Gage will now attempt the extra point. Reed will hold. 2:12 to go here in the first.
They both were hand fighting, so it may have ended up a no call, and I don't hate that.
Snap back, ball down. Kick is up. It is good. CBC leads 14-0, 2:12 to go here in this first quarter.
Here's a replay right here. Little play action.
Those 2 touchdown passes to Gage are only, they're 2 different types of passes, 2 different throws, both only where his receiver can make the catch.
Great job by Corday. Bring that in. And you saw a few of those contested catches last week against Rabun Gap that helped CBC get back in the game. Jaden Reed made one. I think Corday might have made another one. Where you're in traffic and trying to make something happen, and they've done a nice job. These receivers just stay focused all the way through.
So Dawes will do the kicking here for the Cadets. 2:12 to go, first quarter. CBC up 14-0. They have forced 2 punts. Vianney had a little bit of a drive going on their first drive, and then just couldn't get inside CBC territory. They had the ball at the CBC 49, but then a play blew up on him and then a sack. And there's a flag.
CBC was offsides. So they're going to get backed up. They have to kick it over again.
If you're just joining us, we're live on MatrixMidwest.com here tonight, as well as the Cadet Student Network. My name's Randy Molman. Coach Chris Maris alongside. A 5-yard penalty offside on the kickoff. The Cadets lead 14-0. 2 touchdown passes by Nick McClellan, both to Corday Gage. And if you heard Tom Zupansky a minute ago, Creative Services Director over at KMOV and Matrix Midwest, he was saying Justin will be on the Mizzou Live Matrix Midwest pregame show tomorrow, live at Faroe Field at 10 a.m.
Is he going to actually be up there?
He'll be up there.
They've been doing some of that stuff from the studio.
They're going to be actually do it live down on the field tomorrow.
Very cool.
So, Coach Gage will.
I wonder if Corday's going with him.
I would think so.
Get down.
That's
trouble.
Pooch kick near side, took a friendly hop near side, run out of bounds. Number 4, Noah Williams, got a very favorable bounce. And Vianney will have pretty decent field position here at the 36.
About the 36-yard line. Noah Williams had looked like CBC had him pinned in. The force guy kind of stuck back around on the other side of his blocker, allowed Williams to cut up to the outside and get some decent yardage on what looked like to be a whole lot of nothing.
First down and 10 for Vianney at the 36. Dean in at quarterback. Hogan to his left in the backfield. Fakes to Hogan, fires. It's punched up in the air, and it falls. Number 8 got his hand on it. Gabe Wilson threw his left hand up and punched that ball straight up into the air.
RPO game right here. And trying to hit that slant right there to 84.
Yeah,
Sam Smith out of the slot, and that ball went straight up in the air, and it seemed like it was up there forever.
So second down and 10, ball at the 36 for Vianney, going right to left. Golden Griffins down 14-0, 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Handoff, Hogan, right side, cuts it upfield, spins across the 40. Good tough run up to the 42. Well, he'll be just shy of the 42. It'll be third and about 4.5.
Cole Rivers, one of the cadets in on that tackle right there. It'll be interesting to see what Vianney does here. They've had a little bit of success running the ball and passing the ball, but when they've needed the big pass on third down, CBC's gotten some sacks and incomplete passes.
Yeah, Hogan's had some nice runs. He's gotten stuffed a couple of times, but if you keep giving it to him, he seems to be picking up yardage. Not there.
Not that time.
Not that
Lost
time.
by about 4.
And I think that was Cole Rivers who jumped in the backfield. That was who made the tackle for a loss.
Generous spot for them. He didn't
Yeah.
get back to that spot, but that's
Very
okay.
generous. It'll be 4th and 7. Back in to do the punting is Robert Thomas. Came in averaging 41 yards a punt. And I wonder, Coach, with Corday Gage returning punts today, I wonder.
Jaden Reed returned the last one.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He did. I was talking to Tom Zupansky at the time, but I do remember that. Oh, he shanked that. Hooked it right out of bounds. And
How did he drop it under that bench? There's not a whole lot. I guess it went through, but there's not a whole lot of space there.
And he is walking slow. He knew as soon as it went off his foot,
There's a flag, so I wonder what happened there.
He slumped his shoulders and started walking slowly to the sideline, very frustrated with himself. The punter, Robert Thomas, but let's see what the flag is for.
Taking a long time to figure out what's going on here.
With 36.9 seconds to go in the first. Oh, a hold against CBC. How on earth do you have time to hold somebody on a
Shank
short
punt?
punt? Yeah. That play could have only lasted 3 seconds.
Well, nonetheless, and that was like right up, like just barely at the back of the sticks. So it'll back CBC up, and it'll help the bad punt out.
So this is a good question for you, Coach, because you may. I hope you'll know the answer. If not, I'm putting you on the spot. Why is that not an automatic first down for Vianney?
Because it was after the kick.
Okay.
Once his foot hits the ball, they've given up possession. So everything that happens after that penalty-wise, unless CBC were to touch the ball and turn it over, either a fumble or a muff punt or something like that, they've given up possession of the ball. Now, if that hold were to happen before he punted the ball, that's a different story.
Okay. So that I figured there's a lot of people on the broadcast who would have asked the same thing. He airmailed it, almost intercepted by Cullen. He was looking for the big tight end. Plummer first.
Nick slinging the ball from down around his hip, kind of coming hard and around.
He's had a couple of balls that have sailed
on him a little bit, and he had Jake Plummer first wide open on the RPO. Just needed to get it down a little bit. I think they were trying to get Jake in some space there, running a seam route from his tight end spot.
Pistol formation, Vianney jumps. And if you sail a ball on Jake Plummer first, you've really sailed it. That dude is 6'7".
He's a big boy. There's a reason that Fresno State wants him. Now, you hear differing things in terms of whether they want him as a tight end or an edge rusher. But nonetheless, he's tall. He's got good hands. He's a good athlete.
2nd and 5 after the penalty at the 49-yard line. Pistol formation, handoff Vic Williams right side, cuts it upfield, first down, 45, stiff arm inside the 40. I mean, a huge stiff arm put number 2, Khalid Thomas, down as he bounced it outside to get the first down. I was going to say, Coach, it's 14-0, and Vic Williams hasn't gotten going yet. He's got 2 pretty good runs, but he hasn't hit the home run yet. You know he will at some point.
But in fairness, CBC hasn't run the ball that much. They've thrown the ball a lot against Vianney here early in the game.
Play action. McClellan rolls left. Now cuts it upfield, avoids the tackler. He's got room. Inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Vic Williams leading the way. Touchdown, 35 yards. Nick McClellan.
3.1 seconds left in the quarter. CBC gets on the board again.
That time, Vic Williams was out in front, leading the way, kind of cheerleading McClellan on, and then put the final block on the defensive back inside the 5.
Well, he bootleg pass out to his left.
Yep.
And was looking for something to happen out there, and didn't see anybody right away. Decided to step up and go. And anytime Nick does that, he has the ability to take it yard, as they say. So he took it all the way home.
Is good. It's 21-0, and here's the look at this. As he rolls left, puts stiff arm out, and then doesn't get touched the rest of the way.
He had Jake Plummer first coming out of a crossing route, and I think he was thinking about it, but he had a Griffin in his face, so maybe he was worried he couldn't see a defender there. And so he figures, I'll just take it myself.
3.1 to go here in the first quarter, 21-0. The Cadets lead. As you mentioned last week, Coach, the Cadets had to, for the first time really this year, right, battle back down more than one score.
They did.
And then 17 first half points, and they end up with 59 total. What a big second half for that Cadet offense.
A huge fourth quarter. I mean, 21-7 the fourth quarter. The Cadets caused 5 turnovers, and that helped them dramatically. I mean, they had a drive where they were going in, looked like they were going to score, got stopped, and then coming right out on the heels of that, Rabun Gap looked like they were driving, turned the ball over, and handed it right back to CBC. So it was an interesting game. Tough to watch from here, but
that's what
did the best we could.
Glad to see the folks down in Georgia treated to a little Missouri football here. State of Missouri came down, flexed their muscles a little bit. It's a line drive kick, bounces, caught at the 5. Across the 15 now, looking inside. Cuts it up across the 20. That's the end of the first quarter. Kyle Hogan on the return, about 16 yards on that return. And so it'll be Vianney football as we start the second quarter. Joining us now, Naz Zanatello. He's going to join and hop on with Coach Maris.
Naz, how you doing, bud?
Good. How are you, Mr. Maris?
Great to see you. Naz is a 2023 grad, a second-round pick of the Boston Red Sox right out of high school. Has been playing minor league ball with them. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how that's gone for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's gone great. I can't complain at all since I've been drafted here from CBC in 2023. The ball's been going well. It's been a bit of an adjustment for sure, but nothing I can't handle.
So where did you play last year?
Last year I was in Greenville, South Carolina, the high A affiliate for the Boston Red Sox.
And what did you think of the city of Greenville?
I loved Greenville. Greenville was my favorite and a few of the other guys' favorite affiliate as well.
So tell us a little bit about some of your favorite experiences here at CBC.
Some of my favorite experiences were my first ever football game here my freshman year. I had too much pride to get painted with like all my other classmates, but that was one thing I wish I went back and did, got all the purple paint on me. But that was a game to remember. I remember it was against the Smet, so that was a nice rivalry game. It was on ESPN and everything.
That was the ESPN game. Okay. So what would you tell the young guys who aspire to be professional athletes? Our CBC faithful and anybody else is out there. What don't they know about that process to get to where you are right now that maybe surprised you as you went through all this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody knows that it's not glamorous. I would say that from the outside looking in, it definitely looks glamorous. You know what I mean? You can say you're a professional athlete, whether that's football, basketball, hockey, baseball, whatever the case may be for those kids out there, but it's definitely a grind. You have to have a lot of perseverance and a lot of dedication to what you do. The days can tend to get very long, but you can't let that defeat you or let that stop you from what you want to do and ultimately accomplish.
So second down right there for Vianney. Sam Dean's pass fell incomplete, intended for Noah Williams, and Josh Beasley on coverage right there. So as you go through all this, what does your off season look like now as you as you go into the fall, into the winter, and get ready for spring training?
Yeah, right now it's a lot of the little things, the monotonous things. Refining a lot of things as I go this year to my third year for spring training. It'll be a lot of refinement in the cages, the weight room, maintaining my health, hitting some goals in the cages, such as fixing my posture in the batter's box. So knocking all those little things out and enjoying some family time while I'm at it.
Sam Dean's pass on third down looks like it was complete to number 8, Anthony Cullen. Did I see that right? As he went out of bounds, but that will bring up fourth down for Vianney. So what are your goals for next year? Where do you want to end up? And where do you think you're going to start, and where do you think you want to end up?
Yeah, so based on the year I had last year and the depth chart ahead of me, I think I'll start off the year in High A Greenville again. And then a goal I set for myself is I want to end up the year in AAA Worcester. I think if I can stay healthy for a full year and continue to swing the bat well, I think I can end up in AAA next year.
So still playing shortstop then?
Correct, yeah. I split time at played half the year at shortstop. When I got back from my injury, I played a lot of time at second base. And then I played the last game of the year in the outfield, which was kind of a plan they had for me once I got drafted to split time in the middle infield and the outfield. So we'll see how that goes going into next year.
So before we let you go here and let you go back and enjoy the game, Nas was an honorary captain before the game. But what was your what do you miss most about being at CBC right now?
I honestly miss just being around all the guys. Like, it's a joke I have with a lot of my friends that went to public school. They're like, ew, you went to an all-boys school. I'm like, yeah, I went to an all-boys school, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, imagine going to school with only your best friends for 4 years. Like, just the brotherhood I built with a lot of these guys, and it sounds cliche. I know a lot of alumni say it, but it's a very true thing. The bonds you build here with the staff, the other teachers, the other students, even kids from other schools such as SLU and DeSmet, like, we hate those guys on the field, but off the field it's all a brotherhood. So that's the one thing I miss about it.
Well, I can't tell you how awesome it's been able to get to share some time with you here in the booth. Good luck going into the winter and into next season. We'll be following you closely, and have a great rest of your October here, and we'll hopefully come back and see us again.
Will do. I'll see you guys in the playoffs. Thank you,
All
Mr.
righty.
Maris.
That was Nazan Zanatello, 2023 graduate of CBC. Minor league baseball player for the Boston Red Sox, was a second-round draft pick of the Red Sox right out of high school.
I got a picture for you. You can frame it when he makes it to the big show, and you can be like, hey,
There you
that
go.
was me and Nas.
Frank McGinty in at quarterback. Complete pass to
early.
Jaden Billups. Getting some other people in here early. Hopefully that's not anything that has to do with any Nick getting banged up. I didn't see anything, but good to see the junior getting some reps here.
And I was going to say, perusing the bench, I don't see Nick sitting down or having any trainers with him. He's over on the sideline, so he's standing up. He seems to be all right. Here's a handoff left side. This is Rivers.
The ball carrier.
Powered over to left side right there. Ran over a couple of Griffins and also Jake Plummer first, who was out there blocking in front of him.
Be close to a first down. Got about 8, 2nd and 2. Under 10 to go second quarter. It's a 21-0 CBC lead.
And CBC's defense on that previous possession for Vianney just smothered Vianney. They didn't get a whole lot of anything other than the one short completed pass.
There's a play action, roll out right. McGinty fires, caught by the tight end. Plummer first, looks upfield, stiff arms one man, and then he's gang tackled along the sideline, but a good first down carry, and after the catch by Plummer first, nice play call by Coach Pingle there on 2nd and short.
Little bootleg pass. Frank rolls out to his right and manages to throw a strike to Jake, and Jake gets a first down and keeps the chains moving for the Cadets.
I like, normally you don't see the backup quarterback come in on a big lead this early in the game, but I like bringing McGinty in here. He gets to play with the ones, run the offense, because normally he's in mop-up time when he's coming in off the bench. This is Purcell, lowers the shoulder, runs over a defender inside the 25.
So that might be Max's first catch on the year, but great job coming out of there, and showed his ability to be able to get out in some space and make something happen.
Absolutely. Look at you. You know it all. You didn't even have to look at the stat
Well,
page.
you know,
Purcell, first catch of the season.
I think Jaden Billups caught his maybe second one on the year earlier. These guys I see in the school building, I talk to them, as Courtney Rivers powers up underneath and shakes off a defender.
Yeah, picked up about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But, you see these guys, and, when you're in the school building with them, I mean, obviously I'm not a professional, play-by-play guy or color commentator. I mean, I am in the hallways with these kids every day, and so you're sharing their successes and their failures and their hopes and their dreams with them all the time, So, like, Jaden Billups is a mentor in my advisory, and he's always talking to the kids about how do you do things a certain way.
Shotgun snap, McGinty hands it. Rivers, left side, cuts it upfield, inside the 10. He should have a first down. He does. First down and goal for the Cadets with 8:23 left here in the first quarter.
The other thing for Frank here, I mean, Nick's going to graduate, and there's got to be a plan moving forward, and giving Frank an opportunity here to kind of like play when the score's still a little closer. You can still have your full playbook. A lot of times he's playing in mop-up duty where we're just running the ball.
Roll out right again. Plummer first again inside the 5. He tried to dance around the tackler, but he got pushed out of bounds inside or close to the 5-yard line.
So he caught the ball, turned upfield. I thought he was going to get in, and as he turned upfield, Vianney did a nice job getting over there.
But like I said, Coach, and you just said, like, how valuable is it to have McGinty and Billups, Plummer first getting in on the action a little bit more, to get them, running the regular offense here early on in the second quarter.
Just never know when you're going to need those guys.
Rivers towards the pylon. He is in. Touchdown, CBC. Courtney Rivers.
Oh, there's a flag.
Oh, did it come in late?
Yeah, I think it did. And I think Courtney, if he saw what we saw here, and you're down on field level, you can't do that. He had an inside running lane. And I think if he plants his foot and gets north-south, he probably gets in without this being an issue.
It'll be a hold on CBC. Oh, there were 2 holds. He waved off one. There's one hold. I think there was one hold there behind
and then he threw one really late right here down at the goal line. So he took the one further back, closer to the line of scrimmage. So CBC will get backed up 10 yards.
So it'll be at the 15-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Gavin Dobby had his guy completely walled off and was running him off. And then as Courtney goes around him, he's kind of got to grab a hold of him in order to keep him from getting in there.
This is Rivers up the middle, pounding inside the 5, dragging a tackler to the 1.
Give it to him again. Give it to him again. He's been doing the good work here.
Yeah, let him get that touchdown. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 1. Walsh with the tackle. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Rivers behind McGinty in the pistol. 2 wide receivers split both sides. Handoff Rivers up the middle. Powers in. Touchdown, Cadets.
Courtney did a lot of heavy lifting on that particular drive, along with a handful of passes mixed in there, and Coach Pingle rewards him with a carry right there to get into the end zone to put CBC up 27-0, pending the extra point.
I want to tell you, we talk about Vic Williams all the time, and because Vic has had some electric long runs this year, but we forget Courtney Rivers. Well, we don't forget, but people may forget. Courtney Rivers has rushed for 292, coming in 6.8 yards a carry. That's his 5th touchdown. Courtney Rivers is providing he and Vic Williams really good on that 1-2 punch in the backfield.
Well, they are, and the other thing is I think you came into the season thinking Courtney was going to be the guy that you were going to hang your hat on. He got dinged up early. That gave Vic a little bit of an opportunity, and in that opportunity, he's using that speed and that balance to bust off some long runs to where you're kind of riding the hot hand, but you're not falling off that much from Courtney Rivers. He doesn't have that same. He's very, very, very fast,
Right.
but he's not elite fast like Vic is. Vic has got 40 times, 100 times up there with some of the best kids in college football right now.
Mm-hmm. And look, Rivers last year was very productive. 10 touchdown runs, 9.3 yards per carry. So you're talking about two backs that can come at you, that CBC can throw at you during a game that, you have to account for both of those tailbacks.
Well, the offense is very multifaceted. I mean, they're going to hurt you with the pass. They're going to hurt you with the run. And I know after we graduated some guys last year, there was a lot of people like, oh, who's going to be able to do this? Who's going to be able to do that? And, Jaden Reed has stepped up. Darian Jones has stepped up. We haven't even gotten a chance to see Vincent Sargent yet, who had some big catches late last year. He's finally back healthy and ready to go.
Dawes kicks it deep. Back at the 6. No, at the 7. That is Hogan. Up the right hash and dragged down by number 46, Caden Shea.
And as Caden Shea was dragging him down, I didn't see who it was. Another cadet came across and just blasted him from the front side.
28-0 Cadets, 7:10 to play first quarter. And give the CBC defense credit here, Coach, because, look, Vianney came in averaging 32.7 points per game. They got slowed by St. Louis U High last week, as you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, but they scored 42 against DeSmet, 34 against Chaminade, and put 54 on Webster Groves to open the season. So this team can put offense up, and the Cadet defense has been fantastic here tonight.
Well, it's been good to see there's been some slip-ups in the secondary for CBC. We saw it against Sacred Heart Griffin and a little bit last week in some other situations, and you're seeing the secondary really, really, really tighten up. And in conversations with Coach Dimovitz, they are working on some new things headed into the playoffs, and they're trying to tinker with some things to make sure they fine-tune and they're ready to go. And so he kind of accredited some of the mess-ups there. So you're trying to figure new things out. You're going to make some mistakes as you do that.
Karan Wallace was the ball carrier, his first carry. He picked up 6, 2nd and 4 at the 32 for Vianney, 6:33 and counting, second quarter. Golden Griffins really, really need a long scoring drive to try to stay in this game. It's 28-0. Wallace will try to bounce it outside. He's caught from behind. Nothing there. As soon as he hit the hole, it was plugged. He bounced to the outside.
He didn't have any place to go.
Nowhere
CBC
to
cut
go.
that off. And third and 6 here. CBC will be getting after it.
He lost a yard on that. Should be 3rd and 5 at the 31. I'll tell you, this game next week, Coach, at St. Louis U High for CBC, right now proving to be the two best teams in the MCC. That's going to be a great game.
It's coming down to be an MCC championship game.
Yep. Dean looks, no one open. He's got to roll left, trying to get out of the pocket and create, and he's not going to get anywhere. He's sacked. Hit hard and dragged down, ultimately by number 55, George Sanders. But there was a host of purple jerseys chasing Sam Dean.
Well, as Dean rolled out to his left, he had a back or H-back out of the backfield, and it looked like Jameer Sims was on the blitz, and he peeled off to follow that guy. And as soon as he did that, Dean saw him and he pulled the ball down. I think he was gonna throw that ball. CBC is gonna get penalized here.
Yeah, they didn't know Corday Gage at the last minute was trying to get on the field. He was questioning whether he should go back deep, and
we got timeout called. Okay.
Cadets called time. Okay. Yeah, there was some confusion for sure.
They were trying to figure out who getting people on and off the field for the punt return, and did not manage to get that squared away.
So 4th and 11, we'll do it here in just a second. The punter is, of course, number 81, Robert Thomas. We have 5 minutes to go first half. Nick McClellan has 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. Courtney Rivers has a touchdown run, and that makes up the 28 points that CBC has scored here in this first half.
So Raven Gap up 14-7 in their game against Charlotte.
Gage will indeed go back to return.
And SLU is up 8-0 on Chaminade in their game.
And another whistle.
Can't get this one squared away, can they?
It's a pleasure to chat with Creative Services Director from KMOV, Tom Zupansky. He's KMOV and Matrix Midwest. We chatted with him in the first quarter, and
all kinds of visitors tonight.
yeah, you got to chat with former CBC shortstop Naz Zanatello, who's in the Red Sox system. This is Gage on the return inside the 20, and a penalty flag at the end. It's a touchdown, but a flag will be called on CBC.
There was two guys blocking him. This kid. I didn't catch the number. And
Kaburik, I think, is going to get called for the penalty.
Well, they both. One of them grabbed the jersey as they were both just double teaming him into the end zone, and completely unnecessary on about the 5-yard line.
Here's the replay. Gage showing the speed inside the 20, and there was the takedown there. They threw the flag on. You saw it on the bottom right hand of your screen.
And Ja'Kai Cooper came off the block, and I think then they got Kaburik on the hold.
Well, it'll be first down and 10 at the Vianney 19 with 4:43 to go here in the first. McClellan back into the game for CBC. Vic Williams and Courtney Rivers are in the game. Isaiah Thomas is checked in at receiver, as is Jaden Billups. Fire near side. This is Billups inside the 10, inside the 5, diving, but no, he's pushed out before he could dive. Number 8, Anthony Cullen, knocked him out of bounds.
So Nick ripped that one out to Jaden Billups, who got up the sideline, almost got in the end zone. Senior receiver who doesn't get tons of playing time, but getting some right here on senior night.
First down and goal, and a whistle. I don't see a flag.
There, well, he did. He threw the flag from the back. Judge threw the flag.
I see. False start on the Cadets.
I don't know what I think maybe the center moved the ball or something weird happened there.
So it'll be first and goal now at the 11. McClellan turns, fakes now, or he pumps, Ned fired, and that's a touchdown.
Vincent Sargent
with the catch and run, the senior. Untouched, in for another CBC touchdown.
Good old pitch and catch right there to get CBC in the end zone again, pending the extra point.
And what a smart play by McClellan. He pump faked because he had defenders in his face, and he avoided it getting batted at the line of scrimmage, and then threw it on the second pump to Sargent, who walked it in for 6. Corday Gage will attempt the extra point. 4:30 to go, first quarter. Snap back, ball is down. The kick is up, line drive kick sails through, and it is 35-0 Cadets.
Lots of people getting involved in the scoring now.
Here's the replay. Watch the pump by McClellan with the defenders in his face coming on the blitz. That linebacker jumped up. McClellan recognized it and waited for him to fly by, and then on the second pump, let it go to Sargent for the touchdown.
Well, and a good block right there by Courtney Rivers and Jaden Billups in order to get Vince Sargent into the end zone.
So with 4:30 to go until halftime, CBC 35, Vianney nothing. The Golden Griffins will return this kickoff by Dawes. Max Dawes, the junior.
So as we continue through this game with 4:30 left to go in the second quarter, I would expect we're going to see a lot of different people in this game moving forward, especially with all the extra people dressed. It's always a little bit of a nightmare for the coaches trying to get everyone involved, and we'll see how they manage to get through this. If you saw our roster, there's lots of double numbers on there.
Yeah, so
this week.
I have the original roster on the top, and then for the second half, I'm going to have to flip to that second one because we're going to see a lot of players down the depth chart that'll get some varsity playing time here tonight, I imagine. There's the end-over-end kick inside the 10, caught by Hogan. Across the 15-20, cuts it back. Across the 25, close, nope. Yeah, about the 27. Nice return there by Hogan.
Did a nice job to get what he could out of that.
So, 4:19 to go first half. Vianney with the football, going left to right, down 35-0.
I'm trying to look at some numbers on the defensive side. Mostly the same. One new number out there is Cameron Terrell. He's a junior. He's out at safety right here with Kaburik and Jaden Reed, and I can't see the number on the corner up top.
Hogan up the middle, hitting the backfield. It's Cortland Collins.
Richard Mosley is the other defensive back. But really, Terrell, the only regular non-starter I see, out there, a regular player on rotation. Jaden Britt checks in, senior inside linebacker.
Under 4 to play, first half.
There's a young man I would have loved to have had as a freshman on with this group. He didn't play football as a freshman. I think he fancied himself a basketball player at that point, and then when he saw a lot of his friends playing football, decided to come out after that.
Fire near side, and that's led the receiver a little too far. Noah Williams, who's down and away, and he tried to go down to a knee to catch it, but incomplete. And it's 3rd and 10.
A lot of pressure upfield on that. Not a great window for Dean to be able to complete that through.
A lot of noisemakers here in the crowd tonight.
On 3rd down, the parent section right in front of us has been very loud.
They sure have. 3rd and 10. Ball at the 22. No, ball at the 27. Dean out of the gun, trips to his right. 2-step drop, steps up, he's going to get sacked. Grabbing him around the ankles was number 63. That is Rayshawn Smith, and number 8 at up top, Gabe Wilson.
And
Gabe Wilson's been very active tonight.
He has been, and they were trying to go up top, I think, right there to Noah Williams. Trying to do something deep or maybe hit him on a comeback underneath coverage and a longer developing route and just did not have a chance to do that. He stepped up in the pocket, and the pocket right in front of him collapsed, and he got smacked.
Thomas back to punt for Vianney. He gets off a good one. Jaden Reed at his 41, bounces it outside. Midfield, 45-40, down the sideline, cuts it inside the 30, and finally dragged down at the 27. And once again, CBC will start deep in Vianney territory.
Well, great return right there by Jaden Reed. He had one guy in his face right as he caught the ball, sidestepped that guy, and then was off to the races up the sideline, and he did not have anybody in front of him for a good 20 yards when he ran into some traffic back at the original line of scrimmage.
So 1st down and 10. They mark it at the 28. No, it is at the 27. Looks like the yard marker on the far side has it at the 28. They're going to have to, or either that or it's my angle. 1st and 10 regardless for CBC. Looks like Weston Gannon might be in the game now at quarterback.
I think you're right.
With Caden Shea. Shea gets the handoff, bounces it outside, cuts it upfield. We're yanked down by number 50. He's having a fantastic year, Luke Termel. Termel this year, he's their leading tackler, by the way, came in with 83 tackles this year, 3 tackles for loss and a sack. He's had double-digit tackles in every game this season, the linebacker for Vianney. Turmel is a senior. 2nd and 5. Gannon hands it off. Shea. Ooh, avoided a little sidestep away from Turmel that time. Dragged him for a couple yards. He'll get the first down.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Caden's such a north-south power runner. I mean, just pounding the ground as he gets upfield. Very physical runner in traffic.
1st and 10 at the 16, 138 and counting, first half. Gannon fires off the hands of number 2, Darian Jones. That was a pretty good throw, and then a late penalty flag comes in well after the whistle.
We'll see what happens there. There was a little bit of extracurricular going on. I want to say Caden Shea and one of the Vianney calling a personal foul on CBC.
So they're going to mark this off 15. So it'll be 2nd and 25, I believe, after they place the ball. Should be at the 31-yard line.
Number 71, Johnny Picarella, checked in for the Cadets on the offensive line. Number 74, Tilton Hughes on the right side. Still got Landon Brown and Gavin Dobby on the left. Gavin Hurlbutt snapping.
Gannon, design run, cuts it upfield. He's got room, bounces it outside, inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, I believe, yes! Weston Gannon from 30 yards out.
Boy, we talk about that Swiss Army knife that Weston Gannon is, his ability to kick, his ability to play in the defensive backfield, receiver, and you see him right there at quarterback, pulls down the quarterback draw, and he's got some wheels on him, folks. He got after it right there, and it looks like he's going to go in and kick the extra point.
Try to make this a 42-0 game with 1:23 to go here in this first half.
And this, with the way this score is, unless Vianney were to get a couple of quick scores, this game's going to speed by in the second half because we will be on a running clock.
Snapback ball down. Gannon's kick is up, and it is good. CBC leads 42-0. 1:23 to go, first half.
The parents in front of us are enjoying Tom Murray's press box announcing there. So,
yeah, he did a little extra emphasis on that score, and the crowd imitated him. That's great. I always love to hear that.
You know a little bit of something about being a public address announcer.
A little something. I'll be getting up extremely early tomorrow morning. I've got a very early call time tomorrow morning.
Mizzou at noon.
42-0 Cadets. Here's the replay on the Gannon run, and he had just a wide open field. How about the blocking downfield by the Cadets here?
Johnny Picarella does a nice job coming around. I think he's supposed to kick that guy out, but that guy played tight, and so he logged him to the inside, which is exactly what you want that guy to do. Got around there, did a nice job pinning him to the inside to set that edge for Weston Gannon, and you have big yardage right there, right from the get-go.
So Dawes will kick off. 1:23 to go, first half.
Keegan Franklin jumping on the kickoff team. His teammates are yelling at him. He was not lined up properly. They were letting him hear about it. Keegan's been hurt a lot of the season, and Max Dawes got into that one.
Williams back at the 1. Cuts it upfield, avoids a couple, then gets dragged down at the 25. A 24-yard return by Williams. Vianney now will try to put a 2-minute drive together with 1:17 to go. Try to get on the board here before halftime. Last year in this game, it was a 42-3 halftime lead for CBC at Vianney, on their way to a 63-3 win. The scoring was a little different. The Cadets had 2 pick sixes in that game last year.
Yeah, Sam had a little bit of trouble throwing it to the wrong team last year. I remember watching that game online. I wasn't able to, their press box did not accommodate multiple people on that one.
Shotgun snap, Dean fires. It's caught. Yes, it is caught. Sitting down, number 8, Anthony Cullen makes the catch. Pickup of about 3. 1:02 to go and counting first half.
And I'm guessing Vianney's going to want to not do anything too crazy to potentially give the ball back to CBC.
Trips to the right, one wide receiver split on the short side. Dean now tucks it and runs, avoids that one tackler, but he's dragged down by number 40. Is that number 40?
I think that was
that 48?
I think that was
Cortland Collins. His jersey was a little bunched up, 48. Yep, Cortland Collins on the tackle for CBC, 24 seconds to play. They don't have to run another play here on 3rd and 1, but it looks like they will. Under 10 seconds to go. Dean will hand it. Hogan up the middle. He'll get the first down, and he fought for extra yardage.
Kyle Hogan, the ball carrier.
So a quick stoppage of the clock, but that 2.5 will run off pretty quick here at the end of the second quarter. Kopp with the tackle.
Yeah, we're going to be at the halftime.
Yep, that'll be it. Your halftime score is CBC 42, Vianney nothing, and Coach CBC just kind of jumped on the Golden Griffins early in that first quarter.
They did. They jumped on them, and, it wasn't like the big long runs and stuff like that, but just methodical, getting after it. I mean, chunk plays in order to get down there and score. 2 Corday Gage touchdown receptions followed by a Nick McClellan touchdown run, and all of a sudden it was on.
Yeah, and we've talked about it too. Vianney's put some points on some people this year, and they've been shut out here in the first half. That CBC defense came ready for this Vianney offense.
They did. They played very well, and it's going to be interesting to see how the second half plays out. I think we're going to see a lot of new people on the field, and we're going to do our best to get all those names in there.
That's Coach Chris Maris. My name's Randy Molman. It's halftime. It's 42-0. And, folks, if you're a fan of CSN, you've definitely heard us mention our friend State Farm agent Tim Kylo. Time to give Tim a call. Let him help you save money on your car insurance, life insurance, home, boat, anything. If it can be insured, Tim's your guy. He's the sponsor of the Cadet Student Network. Give him a call, 314-842-4442, or shoot him an email, tim@timkylo.com. Halftime, CBC 42, Vianney nothing. We'll be back with the second half here shortly.
Goodbye, weeds. Hello, Tomato Empire. Shut the fridge door. You've earned emos. Time. Shut the fridge door. You've earned emos. Time to upgrade. Get a large pizza for the price of a medium or an extra large for the price of a large. Order online or on the Emos Pizza app.
Let's start this renovation. New cabinets, countertops, flooring, fixtures.
Okay, guys, let's make our customers proud. On 3. Ready? Break.
Come on, guys, let's get this space prep.
It's football season right now, but it's MFL season all year long. More for less remodeling. Whether you need a new kitchen, bathroom, or a total renovation, you'll score big with MFL.
That was one heck of a team effort.
Get the MFL team. More for less, STL.com.
Upgrading your IT systems? Partner with us for sustainable IT management. With on-site asset inventory and physical and digital data destruction. We can also evaluate, refurbish, and remarket your equipment. From chain of custody to final disposition, your assets and data are destroyed by national standards. Adonis Recycling, making an impact in the community.
What makes a fan? We're fans. Plug in to Matrix Midwest, a new kind of channel for fans of all kinds. St. Louis sports, culture, lifestyle. Matrix Midwest, St. Louis's only free and independent sports and entertainment network. Fans belong here.
Goodbye, weeds.
Are they gonna find us lying face down in the sand? So there now we've already been forever dead. Anywhere you go, I'll follow you down. Any place where those I know by heart.
Goodbye, weeds. Hello, Tomato Empire. Shut the fridge door. You've earned emos. Time to upgrade. Get a large pizza for the price of a medium or an extra large for the price of a large. Order online or on the Emos Pizza app.
Let's start this renovation. New cabinets, countertops, flooring, fixtures.
Okay, guys, let's make our customers proud. On three. Ready? Ready.
Come on, guys, let's get this space prep.
It's football season right now, but it's MFL season all year long. More for less remodeling. Whether you need a new kitchen, bathroom, or a total renovation, you'll score big with MFL.
That was one heck of a team effort.
Get the MFL team. More for less, STL.com.
Upgrading your IT systems? Partner with us for sustainable IT management. With on-site asset inventory and physical and digital data destruction. We can also evaluate, refurbish, and remarket your equipment. From chain of custody to final disposition, your assets and data are destroyed by national standards. Adonis Recycling, making an impact in the community.
What makes a fan? We're fans. Plug in to Matrix Midwest, a new kind of channel for fans of all kinds. St. Louis sports, culture, lifestyle. Matrix Midwest, St. Louis's only free and independent sports and entertainment network. Fans belong here.
I've been here at CBC for 2 years, and what I'm seeing in the classroom on a daily basis continues to amaze and inspire me every single day.
We know that we're preparing students for success in careers that will extend beyond the year 2050. We can't keep teaching them like it's 1950. That just doesn't work.
Education is no longer teacher-driven with things like worksheets and lectures, but instead student-driven, where teachers provide students with hands-on learning experiences.
For example, our students aren't just memorizing the definition of entrepreneurship. They're interacting with entrepreneurs. They're practicing. They're becoming entrepreneurs.
We are providing opportunities and experiences for these boys that go beyond just delivering content. When I became an engineer, it was in spite of my education. These boys are becoming engineers because of their education.
It's exciting to me to see problem solvers in an authentic learning environment. They grow to be self-directed learners and critical thinkers.
The reality is we're trying to prepare CBC students for jobs, careers, opportunities, and experiences that just don't exist yet.
There is no other industry that can remain stagnant for generations and still succeed. Education has to evolve. We have to innovate, and that's our focus here at CBC.
Men for tomorrow, brothers for life. We say it often, and we take great pride in our commitment to this motto. That commitment has become a part of who we are at CBC. Our brotherhood is well defined. We see it, we feel it, we experience it every day. It's in the relationships we establish, the moments we share, and the memories we will cherish forever. But what does it mean to be a man for tomorrow? It means that you've prepared your mind, your body, your spirit, and your conscience for anything that life might throw your way. Your experiences at CBC should push you, challenge you, and inspire you to make the world a better place. And after 4 years, every cadet who walks across that stage at graduation will be a man who is guided by faith, strengthened by intellect, committed to justice, and prepared to lead and serve.
I am a difference maker. Oh, I am only one who speaks to him. And I am the friendliest of friends of God. I am a difference maker. Oh, I am only one who speaks to him. And I am the friendliest of friends of God.
At CBC, we win awards, championships, and accolades of all kinds. We love to celebrate together and couldn't be more proud of these accomplishments. But ultimately, our purpose is much greater. CBC is here to develop young men who will go out and make a difference in the world. That's a man for tomorrow.
A CBC high school education is about a transformation from boys to men. It is about the formation of a brotherhood that will stand the test of time. It is about service and discovery. It is about coming to understand the world around us and the people that live in it, and ourselves through real life experiences.
Goodbye, weeds. Hello, Tomato Empire. Shut the fridge door. You've earned emos. Time to upgrade. Get a large pizza for the price of a medium or an extra large for the price of a large. Order online or on the Emos Pizza app.
Let's start this renovation. New cabinets, countertops, flooring, fixtures.
Okay, guys, let's make our customers proud. On three. Ready? Ready.
Come on, guys, let's get this space prep.
It's football season right now, but it's MFL season all year long. More for less remodeling. Whether you need a new kitchen, bathroom, or a total renovation, you'll score big with MFL.
That was one heck of a team effort.
Get the MFL team. More for less, STL.com.
Upgrading your IT systems? Partner with us for sustainable IT management. With on-site asset inventory and physical and digital data destruction. We can also evaluate, refurbish, and remarket your equipment. From chain of custody to final disposition, your assets and data are destroyed by national standards. Adonis Recycling, making an impact in the community.
What makes a fan? We're fans. Plug in to Matrix Midwest, a new kind of channel for fans of all kinds. St. Louis sports, culture, lifestyle. Matrix Midwest, St. Louis's only free and independent sports and entertainment network. Fans belong here.
Men for tomorrow, brothers for life. We say it often and we take great pride in our commitment to this motto. That commitment has become a part of who we are at CBC. Our brotherhood is well defined. We see it, we feel it, we experience it every day. It's in the relationships we establish, the moments we share, and the memories we will cherish forever. But what does it mean to be a man for tomorrow? It means that you've prepared your mind, your body, your spirit, and your conscience for anything that life might throw your way. Your experiences at CBC should push you, challenge you, and inspire you to make the world a better place. And after 4 years, every cadet who walks across that stage at graduation will be a man who is guided by faith, strengthened by intellect, committed to justice, and prepared to lead and serve.
I am a difference maker. Oh, I am only one who speaks to him. And I am the friendliest of friends of God. I am a difference maker. Oh, I am only one who speaks to him. And I am the friendliest of friends of God.
At CBC, we win awards, championships, and accolades of all kinds. We love to celebrate together and couldn't be more proud of these accomplishments. But ultimately, our purpose is much greater. CBC is here to develop young men who will go out and make a difference in the world. That's a man for tomorrow.
A CBC high school education is about a transformation from boys to men. It is about the formation of a brotherhood that will stand the test of time. It is about service and discovery. It is about coming to understand the world around us and the people that live in it, and ourselves through real life experiences.
Goodbye, weeds. Hello, Tomato Empire. Shut the fridge door. You've earned emos. Time to upgrade. Get a large pizza for the price of a medium or an extra large for the price of a large. Order online or on the Emos Pizza app.
Let's start this renovation. New cabinets, countertops, flooring, fixtures.
Okay, guys, let's make our customers proud. On three. Ready?
Come on, guys, let's get this space prep.
It's football season right now, but it's MFL season all year long. More for less remodeling. Whether you need a new kitchen, bathroom, or a total renovation, you'll score big with MFL.
That was one heck of a team effort.
Get the MFL team. More for less, STL.com.
Upgrading your IT systems? Partner with us for sustainable IT management. With on-site asset inventory and physical and digital data destruction. We can also evaluate, refurbish, and remarket your equipment. From chain of custody to final disposition, your assets and data are destroyed by national standards. Adonis Recycling, making an impact in the community.
What makes a fan? We're fans. Plug in to Matrix Midwest, a new kind of channel for fans of all kinds. St. Louis sports, culture, lifestyle. Matrix Midwest, St. Louis's only free and independent sports and entertainment network. Fans belong here.
I've been here at CBC for 2 years, and what I'm seeing in the classroom on a daily basis continues to amaze and inspire me every single day.
We know that we're preparing students for success in careers that will extend beyond the year 2050. We can't keep teaching them like it's 1950. That just doesn't work.
Education is no longer teacher-driven with things like worksheets and lectures, but instead student-driven, where teachers provide students with hands-on learning experiences.
For example, our students aren't just memorizing the definition of entrepreneurship. They're interacting with entrepreneurs. They're practicing. They're becoming entrepreneurs.
We are providing opportunities and experiences for these boys that go beyond just delivering content. When I became an engineer, it was in spite of my education. These boys are becoming engineers because of their education.
It's exciting to me to see problem solvers in an authentic learning environment. They grow to be self-directed learners and critical thinkers.
The reality is we're trying to prepare CBC students for jobs, careers, opportunities, and experiences that just don't exist yet.
There is no other industry that can remain stagnant for generations and still succeed. Education has to evolve. We have to innovate, and that's our focus here at CBC.
Here at W. Michael Ross Stadium. It's halftime, 42-0 CBC. My name's Randy Molman. Cooper Newmark joining me here before we start the second half. You've been down on the sidelines. What did you see in that first half?
I think that overall, both of these two teams are playing physical and they're flying at each other. And I think for CBC, they've been able to really use the RPO, the run-pass option game, to kind of build and kind of force their way down the field slowly. And I think that it just hasn't worked out for Vianney as well. But I do think that I have liked what I've seen from Vianney so far. They do have the foundation built. It's just if they can put the rest of that together in the second half.
That's Cooper Newmark. Thank you for joining me here at halftime. It is 42-0. CBC leads here at W. Michael Ross Stadium. We're getting ready to start the second half. Vianney will kick to CBC. And it'll be number 17 for Vianney doing the kicking, Joey Gamlin, the junior kicker, and this will be his first action of the night here to start the second half. Joey Gamlin from the great city of Shrewsbury, Missouri. Coach,
there you go.
Who else?
It's your hometown.
Who else lives in the Bury?
Well, I don't know if it's it's not your hometown.
Not
it's
my
where
hometown.
You live.
That's well. Let's not give my. I don't want people stalking me. You know.
There you go.
Yeah. Gamlin will do the kicking here to start the second half, and back deep for CBC. Dalen Austin Harvey, I think, number 19.
Yeah, I think we got a couple of guys that aren't normally out there on kickoff return. Back there already right out of the gate. Can't tell who's on this near side here.
Gamlin's kick, he pooches it towards the sideline. It's caught out of bounds over there by number 13, Isaiah Thomas. Good idea by Gamlin, trying to create a little havoc on that kickoff, little pooch kick over on the sideline.
Freshman Bodie DeLong out there returning the kick that didn't come to him, but he was on there. So we've got a roster with a lot of double numbers on here. Number 4 is normally Roman Jackson. Roman is not dressed tonight, but wearing his number 4 jersey. So we got lots of doubles. And we're going to do our best right here, getting numbers out there. And, of course, one of the first numbers I don't see on the uniform, and that's number 56, a center for this group right here. Do you have a 56 on the old roster?
I do not.
Okay.
Right out of the gate, Coach. McGinty out of the shotgun. Hands it off. This is Shea. Bounces up the middle across the 40, 45, 50. Shea may go down the sideline. Inside the 20-10 touchdown. Wow. Caden Shea, first carry, second half, takes it the distance, and he took it 66 yards.
Wow. I mean, he was out front there. They ran a little bubble screen read option. Gave the ball to Caden Shea. Miles Mass was down here on the bubble screen, and nobody really touched Caden Shea after he got through the second level.
So that is a good start for this Cadet bunch here in the second half. For Shea, his 5th touchdown of the season. He came in averaging 8.5 yards per carry, and Weston Gannon will attempt the extra point.
And it looks like either Frank File or Nick Lake is the long snapper right here. I think it might be Frank File, the sophomore.
Snapback ball is down. Kick is up by Gannon, and it is good. CBC leads 49-0. Well, that was a quick offensive series for CBC. Here's the replay.
He gets stumbled up right there, but then as he clears that, he is free and clear. Number 31 right there for CBC.
Landon Newman.
Give a little shove in the back that maybe could have been called by an official, but no flags. He wasn't getting in there. He was pushing him towards the runner, so maybe that's why.
And
he didn't hold him up.
You know he thought about it because as soon as he touched him, he puts his both hands up in the air.
Whoop, whoop. That's the wrong side of that guy.
So it'll be Vianney football as CBC will kick off. 93 Max Dawes coming out to do the kicking for the Cadets. 10:58 to go, third quarter.
So we'll see what we get out here right now as I'm looking some numbers. Caleb Pete or That's Caleb Pete down here. You got Cameron Terrell. 39 is Marcus Parr. Some of these guys are regulars out there. Jaleel Walker. Got a couple of others picked in there. Isaiah Thomas. Mostly your regular kickoff guys right here.
Here's the kick, low line drive, bounces off the returner Williams. He goes back to pick it up at the 1, crosses the 5, and he's hit at the 10-yard line. Big hit on coverage.
Caleb Pete, number 29
Number
right
29,
there.
Caleb
Coming down
Pete.
hard. Noah Williams, I think, was wondering whether that ball might kick out of bounds, let it hit the ground because it was over on the sideline, and it just popped right into him, and he had to scramble to pick it up. And Caleb Pete was flying down as the force man on this side.
So first down at the 13-yard line.
True Schulin playing some of his first action tonight. Will Corbin, Larry Hopkins up front. Looks like George Sanders.
Up the middle, not much there.
Kyle Hogan, the ball carrier.
Hogan didn't get much.
Caden Smith, at inside linebacker, out there as well, along with Jaden Britt.
Pickup of about 3, 2nd and 7.
Ryan Knopp in at defensive back, along with Cameron Terrell, and I'm looking to get that far side corner. I can't see it.
Looks like maybe 26.
That's what I'm guessing at.
Miles Rogers.
Should be Miles Rogers. Jaden Goss Harris at outside linebacker on the top of the screen.
Dean takes the snap, hands it. Hogan, left side, cuts it upfield. 20 towards the first down marker. He'll have the first down across the 25, maybe to the 27 or 28. Let's see where they spot it.
Kyle Hogan, first down, Vianney.
See some rotation here. Looks like Jackson Brandon checking in for Richard Mosley. So pretty much wholesale changes on the defensive side of the ball.
CBC leading Vianney 49-0. We're in the third quarter.
Will Corbin and George Sanders are regular rotation guys on the D-line, but getting some extra time here in the second half.
The freshman Karan Wallace has checked in at tailback. Quick slant over the middle, dropped by number 84, Sam Smith, and it'll be 2nd and 10. 8:15 and counting. This clock is running. 49-0 Cadets. We're in the second half, third quarter.
Timeout, scores, and change of possession. Be the situations that the clock stops on. I don't know. I don't think it stops on penalty enforcements, at least in the third quarter it does.
Shotgun snap. Dean sets up, fires, near side, caught. Across the 35. That was number 84, Sam Smith, with the catch.
True Schulin out there on the tackle.
So, they're going to give him a first down on that.
Okay.
I thought he was a yard short.
Now we're way up here, they're way down there. We'll let them do that. I thought the ball might have hit the ground too. He must have scooped it, but I couldn't tell because it went down below the guys on the sideline. I couldn't see through them.
So first and 10 at the 38. Dean out of the gun. Fakes, looks right. Now he's in trouble. Fires down the right sideline. Good defensive play by number 27, Jackson Brandon.
He turned around late, got a hand up. A pretty nice little play.
The key there, and as it was intended for Noah Williams, the key there is he turned around at the last second to kind of defend the ball, play the ball. 2nd and 10.
Frank File checks in alongside. It looks like Jaden Britt. Trying to see if we got any other numbers running around out there.
6:30 to go, third quarter. Dean, two-step drop, fires, left side, looking deep, and that's going to be a flag.
Miles Rogers
We talked about it. He didn't turn around and look for the ball. And I don't believe, Coach, if I remember, there's not a face guarding penalty in high school
there's not,
football.
but you can't mean mug him either as you go down there. And he was making a lot of contact. If he would have had space and just face guarded him down there, it would have been fine. But you can't grab a hold of him and do all that other stuff. So that's the way that goes. Aiden Haar checking in for George Sanders.
So after the penalty, that'll be a first down for Vianney in CBC territory. Just the second time they've gotten into CBC territory. The first time they got to the 49-yard line, and that's as far as they got. Here, they're at the CBC 48. Clock is running, 6:15 left, third quarter. 49-0 Cadets. Coach Chris Maris is alongside. My name's Randy Molman. Hope you're enjoying it here in the Tim Kylo broadcast, from the Tim Kylo broadcast booth. Fake there, Dean fires, quick slant, a big hit right as the ball arrived by Ja'Kai Cooper.
Nice play by Ja'Kai Cooper on that slant.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Tim Kylo, give him a call for all of your insurance needs. He's more than just the best insurance guy in town. He's also our presenting sponsor here at CSN. We're incredibly grateful for his support. 314-842-4442. Or shoot him an email, tim@timkylo, KILO.com.
Jalen McKinney was coming off the field there after being on the last play. Caden Smith back on the play, back on the field.
Shotgun snap, Dean looks. Now he's going to take off and run with it. Inside the 40, 35-30. He hit a steam down the sideline. What a nice run by the quarterback, Sam Dean, all the way down inside the 10. Boy, I'll tell you, when he got to full speed, he was moving down the sideline. Great block by that receiver out there, number 2, Kalai Thomas.
A little too much there up the middle.
So 1st and goal at the 9 for Vianney.
Not a lot of starters back in, but you're seeing some older kids back in the game here. Larry Hopkins and Jaden Goss-Harris and others on the defensive line. There's a false start they missed, but okay.
Yep, saw that. Number 34, the ball carrier, Karan Wallace, and he's hit.
Caden Smith and Jaden Britt on the tackle there. The left guard just popped his butt up before the snap.
You and I saw it.
Well, we're already getting down to the 4-minute mark of the third quarter.
2nd and goal at the 8. Number 3 checks back in, Kyle Hogan, tailback. To the right of Dean. Shotgun snap. Dean, here comes pressure up the middle. He's got to roll left. Fires end zone. Intercepted by CBC, number 21, Cameron Terrell.
He threw a strike in there, and he threw it to the wrong guy as Cameron Terrell just stepped right in front of his receiver as Jaden Britt put some pressure on Sam Dean, flushed him out of the pocket. His teammates are super excited for him.
He was looking for number 9, Colin Gain, the big tight end in the back of the end zone, but Terrell was there to make a play on the football. And the Cadets will have it at the 21st and 10, preserving the shutout. Under 3 to go here in this third quarter. And it looks like number 19, Dalen Austin Harvey, will check in at quarterback for the Cadets.
I saw Weston Gannon going out there, but he's lining up at receiver.
Austin Harvey had a nice touchdown at Chaminade a couple of weeks ago. Long touchdown run. Shotgun snap, fakes, fires near side. It's caught, avoiding the first tackler. Up the field, 30, close to the 35.
It's Miles Mask. Nice catch and run right there. Dalen got it out to him, and he was able to get around the defender and get upfield.
That's Mask's first catch of the season. And that's the first completion of the year for Dalen Austin Harvey. He was 0 for 1 in that Chaminade game, but he did have a long touchdown run in that game.
Landon Newman at running back.
Pistol formation. Handoff Newman. Newman up the middle. Picks over the left side. Stiff arm close to the 40. Good tackle. Number 89, Cam Stinson, jumped up to make the stop. It'll be short of the first down, but he picked up 7.
Got a lot of backups in here for CBC. I mean, pretty much your offensive line all the way across. Elijah Carpenter, Johnny Picarella.
Aldrico Bell in at tight end. The 6'6 Aldrico Bell, number 85.
And earlier you had number 80, Simon Ricks was in the game. I don't know if he's still in. He's a receiver and tight end for the Cadets. They're having a hard time seeing these signals because of the lights.
Play clock under 10. Austin Harvey.
Hayden Clark in.
Back to Newman, up the middle, hit initially, drags a couple of tacklers. He's going to be close to the line to gain.
They're giving it to him.
Joe Salmo jumped in to make the hit first.
Tilton Hughes still in there at wide receiver.
It'll be should be a first down here for CBC. No, 3rd and short. They're
no,
saying.
they just didn't have
yeah,
reset
they haven't flipped it.
They
there
haven't
we
reset the down marker, but
that's reset.
Sticks are squared away.
So a first down for CBC with 45 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they're a little double tight right here. Simon Ricks is the tight end on the near side with Isaiah Thomas.
Handoff, Newman up the middle. Picks his way close to midfield, dragging tacklers. Salmo in on the stop, as well as number 21, Ty Pate.
It'll probably be the last play of the quarter. As we'll flip around, as you see a bunch of guys, you see almost a fire drill type of mentality on the sideline as kids try to get to their position coaches. Some of these younger guys, freshmen and sophomores who don't normally dress, that got the opportunity on the alternate jersey night to dress, looking for their chance to get in the game.
It's the end of the 3rd quarter. CBC leads 49-0, and they have the ball 2nd and 5 when we start the 4th. Coach, next week a big time MCC game. St. Louis U High and CBC battle next week.
Yeah, I mean, I've not looked at SLU's score in a while. They were up, but I would expect it's going to be a battle of undefeated teams, and going to be playing kind of for district seeding as well. Them along with Lafayette. Lafayette was up 7-0 on Eureka early in that game, and I will go and get a look at the SLU score here in just a second. But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting game. Gonna be a big one down there at their place, and it's gonna be for the MCC championship. 21-3 SLU over Chaminade at the halftime.
And we were talking in a home game earlier this season, Coach, and I love going to all the MCC venues. This obviously here at CBC is one of the more beautiful, picturesque fields with
I know
the trees.
where you're going with this.
But down on Oakland Avenue, man, in the city, St. Louis U High, you know, being in St. Louis City, historic campus, like I love going down to St. Louis U High.
They've got a nice setup down there. So
we're usually outside.
We are, and I don't mind it so much.
I don't either. It's going to should be nice weather-wise. Pass dropped by number 81, Donald McGee, the freshman.
Yeah, it's tough when you're a freshman in there and you're not used to doing a little nerves getting there. You got the ball coming out from a sophomore, maybe a little bit more heat on it than you're used to.
So 3rd down now and 5 for the Cadets. At the 49.
Milton Proctor in the game down here at wide receiver, along with, I think Don might have stayed in the game in the slot.
Austin Harvey keeps it himself on the zone read, bounces off one tackler, races to the sideline. He's going to turn the corner, cut up field. He's finally tackled by Kanye Enox, but a first down for the quarterback, Aiden Austin Harvey. Dalen Austin Harvey.
That's right. Dalen gets out there, and he gets kind of like his jersey hung up.
Yeah.
And he kind of got yo-yoed and then flipped around, thought he might go down, stayed on his feet, spun out of that, and came up the sideline. It looked like there were some Griffins that were going to be able to cut him off, and he just outran him to the perimeter.
And I was going to say, you saw Dalen's speed on full display right there. Shotgun snap, handoff, Landon Newman. Up the middle, he's into the second level, now into the secondary. Cuts up the sideline, inside the 20. Austin Harvey threw a block inside the 10 for Landon Newman. Don't tell Dalen Austin Harvey this game's out of hand. He was down the field and throwing a block for his tailback. Watch
he was.
this.
You see him accelerate right in behind Landon Newman right here. Gets out in front of him. Gets that interference block right there. Just kind of ran interference and just trying to get Landon into the end zone.
Coach, you know when the team is watching film this week, the coaches are gonna go nuts over that Dalen
they'll like
Austin
that
Harvey
one.
block. First down and goal, Cadets, 49-0 with 9:54 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Newman will prance in for 6. Not touched, right up the middle. And the Cadets are up to 55 points with Weston Gannon jogging on to attempt the extra point.
Another big score for the Cadets right there. The clock continues to run.
Different holder here. Looks like, is that Robert Miller doing
Yes,
the holding,
Bobby
number
Miller
33?
for Weston Gannon.
Snap back, ball is down, and the kick is blocked. The snap was kind of skipped.
He got it on the tee. There was a lot of penetration on CBC's right-hand side. So you got some backups in there, getting some playing time on this.
8:50 to go, 55-0 Cadets. They will kick it here to Vianney. Good to see Landon Newman. I know he'd been dinged up earlier in the season. Good to see him back on the field.
He had been, and you know, I think a lot of the carries that Caden Shea was getting were probably originally intended for Landon Newman, at least the way they were looking at coming into the season, and he got a little dinged up. Caden Shea took advantage of that and has stood out in a good way. You'll have both of those guys next year along with Jaleel Walker, who we haven't seen yet. I would expect he'll get a shot here somewhere along the line, the sophomore, and Caleb Pete. Yeah, and I'm not as familiar with what the freshmen have. So we'll see. I know Daryl Sane is a freshman running back who's dressed for this game.
Athletic Republic specializes in sports performance training, offering science-based programs to improve speed, agility, power, strength, flexibility, and conditioning for all athletes of all skill levels. Injury prevention is also a key aspect of their training program. Athletic Republic has proudly been training student athletes for the last 20-plus years here in St. Louis. Call or email CBC alum Charlie McDaniel, 314-432-6103. You can also find more information at Athletic Republic at athleticrepublicstl.com. Deep kick over the head of number 10. I think he touched it. He's going to have to go run that down, and it's a touchback. Oh, my. That was dangerous. Number 10, Jamori Crawford.
Yeah, he tried to catch that over his shoulder instead of backing up on it, and that was almost a disaster.
Don't forget, folks, our friends at Chick-fil-A, the official chicken sandwich of CSN. Grab one the next time you're here at W. Michael Ross Stadium as they serve them here at the football field on the Cadet campus. Chick-fil-A, CSN sponsor, game day sponsor of the Cadets. 7:45 and counting. Vianney has it first down and 10. Handoff up the middle, and not much there. Wallace, the ball carrier, the freshman tailback. In on the stop, number 44, Jaden Goss-Harris.
Looks like Matthew Metzier checking in for the Cadets at corner. Eden Haar still in there for the Cadets. Teddy, it's Brandon Jackson still in a corner up top. Keegan Franklin in at strong safety.
High snap, handoff Wallace. He's got room. Up the middle. Oh, and he runs over a defensive back close to the 40. Nice run. Good tackle there by Metzler.
Keegan Franklin tried to step up out of his strong safety position, and they just drug him down by a jersey, so you had a flag flying in late there.
The quarterback in the game now is number 6, Henry Casalone. He started the drive. He's a sophomore, 6'1". Stands about the same height and weight as Sam Bean, the starter.
So you're getting a little rotation between Caden Smith, Jalen McKinney, and Frank Fowl at inside linebacker.
So it'll be 2nd and 8. Back at the 22.
Cameron Johnson in at defensive tackle for the Cadets.
Looks like Trent Wills is also in the game.
Is that? I'm thinking the nose guard might be Elijah Caruth. I can't see the number. I see the 2, but I'm not.
92.
Oh, it's 92.
Yeah, Trent Wills.
Trent Wills. Oh, you got that one. I couldn't see the 9.
Hand off there, bouncing it and collecting about 7. Nice run there for Vianney. Number 10, Jamori Crawford. His first carry of the night.
Number 91, Michael Kinworthy, a freshman checking in, 86. Milton Proctor back in the game.
How great is it for these families, these parents, to hear Tom Murray announce their, whenever the sophomores and freshmen get into a varsity game and make a tackle, and you can hear the parents, the pride, the excitement.
It is exciting for them
fun
to be able to do that. Looks like Darian Hall also in at corner up top.
Hand off again to Crawford, picking his way over the right side. First down run, not much. Sealed up over there by CBC.
I mean, you're seeing Vianney make some changes too. I mean, with Casalone in at quarterback and
2nd and 8. 5:15 to go.
Both these teams have got bigger things down the road that they want to be focused on.
Vianney's got Borgia next at home and then Belleville West on the 24th. CBC's got SLU High next week on the road, and then, that's tipped and almost intercepted. Number 35 with the tip for the Cadets. That is Jalen McKinney.
And Bodie DeLong was in a corner and was on the receiver that was supposed to be getting the ball, but couldn't redirect to get a hold of that. And
2 road games for the Cadets. They got SLU High next week, and then on the 24th at St. Mary's.
And that game could be interesting. St. Mary's is a pretty solid team. Their only 2 losses are to out-of-town teams.
3rd and 8. Casalone gets the snap, hands it Crawford. Picks his way up the middle. Nice run, close to the yard marker, but not close enough. It's going to be 4th and short. Number 4 in on the stop. That's Roman Jackson.
No, that's Bodie DeLong. Roman's not dressed tonight.
So that's Bodie DeLong, and number 20 was in on that stop as well, Keegan Franklin. 4th and a long one, I'd say 1.5 from the 39. They got to get just outside the 40-yard line, right in between the 40 and 41 for a first down.
Teddy Adams checked in at corner down here. Sophomore defensive back.
High snap, handoff, Crawford up the middle. No, that's Wallace. He'll be close. I don't know if he got it.
I think they're giving it to him down here. I think it's a very, very favorable spot, but that's all right.
Yep, give him the first down. 1st and 10 with 3:15 to go. The freshman Wallace, he's a load. Solid tailback. 5'6", 170 is what he's listed at. But he's had a couple of strong runs here in the second half.
Number 5, Darian Hall just checked in for number 6, Caleb Jackson.
Aiden Haar back into the game, 67 on the defensive line. First down and 10 at the 41. Casalone, shotgun snap, 2 steps, throws, fires down to the right. Right through his hands.
You just saw him turn his head upfield. before he caught that ball.
Perfect throw by Casalone,
It was.
right on the money to number 8, Dane Pastrana. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Casalone, the sophomore. Glad they're giving True Shulin a good long run here. This is his first game that he's been able to play after a knee injury, and he was somebody coming into last year was somebody they were kind of like, thinking it might be a guy that could help him, and maybe down the road he can, but he's got to get himself back into game shape.
Hand off up the middle, number 40 hit. That is Tyrus Ivory, the senior tailback. Got a couple. And it'll be 3rd and 8.
Cameron Johnson checking in, number 39, and Marcus Parr. Aiden Haar. Atticus Fields checking in at outside linebacker for the Cadets.
3rd down and 8, 1:22 and counting, 4th quarter.
Lucas Politis checking in at corner.
Casalone fires far side and off the hands of the tailback coming out, Joe Salmo. Actually, he was lined up at tight end. Off his fingertips. Ball a little high from Casalone.
With 37, Tristan Jones just checked in.
So with under a minute to play, it'll be 4th and 8 for Vianney.
And Antonio Ellis is getting checked out by Elijah Caruth. Trying to get everybody's name right as best I can, folks. As people are coming on and off the field, I know they all want to hear their names called on the broadcast, but we're under 35 to go.
Casalone, 2-step drop, fires down the middle of the field, incomplete. 2 receivers in the area. Number 81 got his hand on it, Robert Thomas. Number 80, Pastrana, was in the area.
So CBC will get the ball back, and they started the clock. CBC's going to line up.
That'll be it. The Cadets improve to 7-0, Coach, 7-0, and a big one next week at St. Louis U High.
It's been a long time since St. Louis U High has beat CBC, and hopefully we can keep that run going. This is the best team they've had in a long time, but I think they were hoping maybe CBC was down, and that's not been the case. So we're gonna get a little war down on Oakland Avenue and make something happen.
Join us next week on the Cadet Network and on Matrix Midwest. It's a 6 o'clock start on Oakland Avenue next Friday night. CBC and SLU High for the MCC title, basically, in St. Louis next week. For Coach Chris Maris, for our producer Randy Gardner, my name's Randy Molman. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Your final score, CBC 55, Vianney 0.